Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Sak here, and welcome back to another Top Survivor live stream. Today, we're going to be doing kind of like what we did yesterday, but we're going to be trying out Escapologist again. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. Like, so why are you doing this? You just said the Survivor sucks. He might be worse than Fair Lady. And I did say that. I did. And I'm not going to lie. I might be wrong. Because, guys, get this. I want to say something. I was wrong about the book. The book was not lying, alright? This little part that it said right here, 7 seconds after Survivor leaves the smoke screen, their location is exposed. No, the book was not lying. It was just really poorly shown in the game. Now, what is actually going on in the game is the 7-second debuff that shows up in the top left. Yeah, that's just telling you when it's going to happen. I mean, so basically when the debuff ends is when the debuff starts. I know, it makes perfect sense, right? I know. Devs are genius. Perfect sense from the devs. But to better show you guys, we're going to demonstrate in a practice match and what this means for strategy-wise. Because not just that, it wasn't just that me not knowing that it actually doesn't show your location immediately. It does wait 7 seconds. But how can we use this strategy-wise? I got a couple ideas. That's why we're coming back to Escapologist. So I say psych now. I say psych! Escapologist might be good. Okay, I thought for a second there someone announced the stream that I already announced. Alright. So I want to be clear here. Every single time we walk in and out of the smoke, there is still this debuff in the top left. You see this red icon in the top left? That is just telling us when the debuff is going to happen. It says your location will be revealed after the countdown ends. And then after the countdown ends, you see for 2 seconds, our location gets revealed right there. So we're going to do it again. This is the 7 seconds while we're waiting. It still shows you it, but it doesn't do anything, and now the debuff happens. Your location is being revealed to the hunter. Okay, so that's what's going on. Meaning that every time we go in and out of the smoke like this, our location is not getting revealed to the hunter yet. It's just letting us know that in 7 seconds it will show. Now, I know it keeps disappearing here, but the reason it keeps disappearing is if you step back in the smoke, the countdown disappears. It's as if the countdown didn't start. Now, it's not until the smoke screen finally ends that then you would finally not show your location at all. So if the smoke, it's a little bit weird. If you step out of the smoke screen before the smoke screen ends, the game will eventually show your location. But if you're always in the smoke screen, even when it ends, if you're still in it when it ends, the game will never show your location to the hunter. It's only when you step out of the smoke screen before the smoke screen runs out. Okay, so now we're going to show you guys what that looks like as the hunter. So if I were to be the hunter in this situation, what would this look like now instead? And we're going to see. I'm going to go behind a wall. I'm going to have the Escapologist step out of the smoke, and you guys will see we're not going to see his location until after 7 seconds. So now we're the hunter. It's the exact same spawns. Because that's how this is, I don't know, that's how this works apparently. So here he is. We got the survivor right there. Alright, and he is going to throw his smoke cloud, and he's going to step out of it. Now notice that when I go behind the wall, I can't see him, but he's there. It's not until after 7 seconds that the game will notify me and show me where he is and give me a sound notification. Now, if he were to go back in and then back out again, same thing were to happen. So pretty much as this guy, once you get notified once, once you get notified once to the hunter, you may as well forget the smoke cloud. You need to be going back in and out, and the moment you leave is the moment you do not want to come back in because your location was already revealed if 7 seconds pass. But as long as those 7 seconds didn't pass, it's fine. So this is basically what's going on with the Escapologist. This is what is actually happening. So the book was not lying. So what does this mean strategy-wise when you're going to be using this survivor? It means that if we go inside the smoke cloud and we have the survivor go to the edge of the cloud, you'll notice that we can't see him anymore the moment he steps to the edge of the fog. Now, there's kind of 2 layers to the fog, but the first layer doesn't do anything. The first layer does absolutely nothing. It's the second layer, the bigger, wider circle. Oh no, it does do something. It's actually kind of hard to see. But you can still see his shadow. It's not until he goes on the outside layer that you literally cannot see him anymore. So the strategy then with this survivor, if I could just position myself, is the strategy is going to be, we want to do something like this, where we want to stay on the outside, and we want to be walking like this. Because while we're doing this, our footprints are hidden, and the hunter cannot see us, because we're still inside the smoke screen. This still counts as being in the smoke screen right here. This right here still counts as being in the smoke screen like this. So that still counts. And we're going to now, again, switch over to the survivor side and show what this looks like again from the survivor perspective when we're going to be doing this strategy. So as a hunter, you literally cannot see him once he passes that second layer on the outer ring. The outer wider ring, once you pass that layer, you cannot see him anymore. The first layer, I guess, makes it a shadow, but if the hunter's close enough, they will still see you. It's not until you pass through that outer layer. So one more time, we're going to show what this looks like now as the survivor. Now remember, when you're in the smoke cloud, you can see the hunter's outline, but only if they are also in the smoke cloud. So if both of you guys are in the smoke cloud, you can see the hunter's outline. Some of you guys might be wondering, well, Psyche, how will you know where the hunter is if you're going to sit on the outside of this? Because we can't see the hunter, right? But if you stay close enough to the smoke screen, you actually still can see the hunter. You can still see the hunter without revealing your location and without showing your footprint. So as long as this icon up here is still here, smoke screen, when you're the smoke screen, Escapologist leaves no footprints. As long as you're inside that range, the hunter cannot see your footprints. You see, even when we're out here, the hunter still cannot see our footprints. Now, our debuff here is starting, but all we need to do is go in and out, and we can reset it. And the strategy now is we're going to be doing this against the hunter. We're going to be sticking on the outside, and we can still see the hunter, but they can't see us because we're sitting on the outside of the smoke screen like this. And this is the goal. This is what we're going to try to do so that when they go one way, we go the other way. And ideally, once they go in one direction, like say we're going in one direction, right? Not the band. They're going in one direction. Like I go here, he follows me, but while he's following me, we're going to tread on the outside. And while the hunter is lost over here trying to find me, that's when we split off from the fog. And that's when it's fine to show our location, because by the time they get to show our location, we're going to be like way over here. We're going to already split from the fog because we already know where the hunter's going. But if the hunter's kind of close to us, we kind of still have to stick to the fog. It's not until the hunter's far away that we can, like, once they're on the opposite end of the circle, like they're on this side over here, like way over here next to this wall, and then we're going to be going on the outer edges. And once we see them on the outer edges over there, all the way from us, that's when we're going to leave. That's when we're going to split. We are going to show our location eventually. But now it would only show up now. Smoke screen just ran out. And the hunter is probably going to still be stuck there all the way over there. Now, is this going to make Escapologist like a top tier survivor now? I don't know. That's why I wanted to do one more stream with him and try it out. Because this might be the difference maker. It's a pretty big difference in strategy, knowing that your location is not revealed when you come out. You only have 7 seconds, though, until it will show your location. But if you step back in, it won't show your location, and so as long as you just keep going in and out, you'll never show your location to the hunter. But you can still see where the hunter is going. As long as the hunter's in the cloud, you can see where they are. You just have to be close enough. You don't even really have to be inside. So what does this mean for all of us? What does this mean for you guys playing this survivor? All it means is that when you use the smoke cloud, you want to have some distance already from you when you use it, from the hunter, so that when you use it, you have time to get to the edge, and then you want to track on the outside of the cloud while the hunter's still stuck on the inside. They're going to follow you, but remember, the whole time you're leaving no footprints, they're not going to know if you went left or right, especially if you keep going in and out of the cloud. It's going to be really hard to try to see you as long as you do it right. So that's going to be the idea, that we're going to try to stay on the outside. They're going to be stuck on the inside. We can see where they are. They cannot see where we are as long as we're on the outside when they're on the inside. Or if they're on the outside, if they're on the outside, we want to be on the inside pretty much. And if they're on the inside, we want to be on the outside, just because that outer layer is, again, like a wall. We physically cannot get seen. But what's usually going to happen is we're going to start being inside. We're going to have the hunter follow us in, and then we're going to leave. And instead of running in a straight line forward, we're going to go left or right. and we're just going to start going backwards. That's going to be the idea. We're going to follow the outline of the cloud, because the hunter cannot see us on that outline. On the outer outline, the biggest, widest circle. That, again, don't worry about the smaller circle. The smaller circle really doesn't do anything. As far as I know, it's just to make it a little bit harder to see, in case you step inside, I guess. If you step inside and the hunter's also inside, it's a little bit harder to see because you see your outline becomes kind of like a shadow, as we saw when I was the hunter and we had the survivor here being the escapologist. It's really important with these kinds of survivors. First Officer is a great example of this. When you play First Officer, you can't just play First Officer. You also have to go against First Officer and see what it's like as the hunter. Try to swing at air. Just have a feeling. Just have an idea of, holy crap, like how far delay is the image from the real body. You're going to get a better idea when you, as a hunter, try to see where the fake image is and then try to guess where the real one is when you don't see it. And then you'll see that, like, holy crap, 1 second delay is like, okay, there's like about a few meters of distance, and then 2 seconds is like, I don't know, like 7 meters of distance or something like that. So you can get like a better idea of like where the real versus the fake is. And similar with Escapologists, we want to get an idea of when the hunter can see us, when they cannot see us. And who knows? Maybe this is actually a better rescue ability than I thought because of that, because we can kind of trek on the outside. But again, it kind of depends on where they go. It's not going to be easy. It's still not going to be easy, but I feel that now the strategy is there. I have a strategy built up much better than yesterday, because yesterday the strategy was like, oh, we're just going to go in and out, and the hunter cannot use their ability on the inside or outside. But it's kind of pointless, because once they're already inside, they can use the ability anywhere inside, just not on the outside. And if they're on the outside, they cannot use their ability inside. But it's not that hard when the hunter's faster than you. They just follow you in, and now when you guys are both in the fog, they just use their abilities on you. It just doesn't make sense. It's like a bonus, but I feel like this is the actual thing we should be doing with this survivor. Now, it's going to be a little bit annoying on a map like Eversleeping or Chinatown, because these buildings are going to unfortunately block us from following the outskirts of the circle. Because the circle is going to be so big, it's going to be going inside the buildings, that it's going to make it actually a little bit difficult to even go on the outside of the circle. Because we don't want to be inside when the hunter is inside. Otherwise, they'll see us, and then what's the point of the ability? We always want to be sticking on the outside. But you see, if I were to put a circle right here, part of the circle is going into the building, and I wouldn't be able to, like, fully stay on the outside then. And that wouldn't be that good. So, we'll see. It definitely is going to be area dependent. You have to be careful where you place it, because if there's walls in the way of your circle, that might expose your footprints if you were to have to step outside the circle a little bit, and then your footprints are going to show up because you're not close enough. Is this a Helm or is this a Helmber? Let's ping that to our teammates, just in case no one knows yet. I know at least one person knows because they're getting chased. Okay, so we'll see here. I do want to mention that any hunter that is able to track you with a different body, aside from their the one that the hunter's controlling, they will still be able to track you with that different ability or that other body. But the main two I'm talking about, like, what other body? I'm talking about the Hellumber, Fire Spirits, or the Puppets, or Leeches when they were outside of range and they started following you. These two characters, or I guess 3 characters if you include the puppets, they will follow you no matter where you are in the cloud. They always know where you are. Same thing with the leeches. If the leeches were following you and then you use the cloud, it's not like the leeches don't know where you are, because it's just an AI controlling it. And the AI, even though they're bad at swinging, they are pretty good at tracking once they do find someone. They're not that good if they didn't find someone already. But once they find someone and they spot someone, then you have a pretty good time, I would say, trying to find the character. Okay, looks like the hunter just left. Surprise attack the mechanic with the puppet. I guess he can break that. Okay, there's a puppet right there. I don't know if our cowboy sees that. Yep, he doesn't see that, so he's gonna take a hit here. Unless he can lasso. He did lasso. Nice. We have to be careful. He's probably setting up puppets here. He's probably gonna throw one. Yep, we can literally see him doing it. And now we're just gonna switch spots. There is a red puppet right there. let's see. I'm not gonna break this quite yet because it's anyway on a cooldown. And there we go. We kind of baited him to use the fire because as long as you touch, honestly, you probably could have swung there a little bit sooner. Because as long as you touch the puppet, even if he activates it after you stop touching it, the game will still remember that you touched it. And so what ends up happening, I have a feeling he's actually baiting us to go around towards the tunnel. So we can just... No, he's still here. He's still here. Okay. Just gotta be a little bit careful here. I mean, this is still expensive for him. This singular fire spear right here, that's still very expensive for him. Again, I don't know what the cooldown of this puppet is. I don't want to give any free hits. And I'm not really interested in really rushing the game right now. Let's see. Okay, now we can go for it because he's in recovery, so he can't teleport. Okay, so there you go. That's good. And yes, you can dodge the fire spirits. It's literally exactly like a Feast or Tentacle AI. You could literally just go to the edge of it, circle it, and the thing will miss. So if you didn't know that, now you know. That's why Hellumber with the fire spirits... Hold up. This might actually be good. If he doesn't realize. Does he realize? We obviously can't rescue right away. We have to wait. He didn't realize in time, so now we get a free rescue. I don't want her to get farmed here, preferably. But it's kind of tough because we're getting chased by this guy. Okay. She didn't realize. But that's alright. As long as we get one more rescue in here. And we do still have our ability to get Terror Shocked right now. So he literally cannot Terror Shock us right now. Because of our Cloud ability right there that we still have. Honestly, I would pop this. He just picked up a puppet. He's got a puppet, but the puppet doesn't mean much. As soon as we enter a building here, he can't really throw a puppet on me. Nope. Well, he throws it on the gate instead. Alright. I'm gonna say we're not gonna touch that gate. I don't think it's... Oh, he switched with one puppet. Okay, that's something. We have to bait this. Nice, nice. He's in recovery. Cool, cool, cool. So now we can destroy the puppet, unless he teleports. Okay. Unfortunately, we kind of have the wrong people doing the gate. I should be doing the gate and she should be doing the puppet, but... I guess it's fine. We honestly could have swapped there at the, while he's chairing. We're not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use this ability. I mean, we should be fine here. I'm pretty sure he should be able to make it. How close? Yeah, he'll make it. He'll make it. Especially because we know he doesn't have another puppet because I see the other puppet at the other gate. You see that? It's even walking around now, so that's cool. This ability obviously didn't do anything. But we did have the confidence in being able to rescue right in front of the hunter's face when normally we could have gotten Terror Shock. We cannot get Terror Shock with the Cloud. I've tested it. You cannot get Terror Shock. It's literally just like a flywheel. Even while you're interacting with a chair or vaulting a window or vaulting a pallet, if you get hit and you have the fog, you take no damage. And you'll keep doing whatever interaction you were doing. At least for the window vault. I tested it for the window vault. I don't know. Maybe rescues are different, but I haven't had a hunter swing at me yet while I have the fog activated and enabled. Because once you get hit once, that fog is gone now. But not just the confidence of being able to rescue, but also that was really nice that we were able to move that mechanic towards a chair we were already at. And thankfully, the hunter didn't realize soon enough. But I feel like a little bit more aware, and he might have realized in time. Thankfully for us, it's kind of ironic, but the buildings actually ended up helping us because the hunter couldn't take a direct line straight from his chair to our chair because there's a building in the way. So even if he noticed this fast enough, there's just unfortunately a building in the way, and that was perfect for us because we were already at the chair. He had to go around this huge building, had to take a big circle around it, and then he was able to reach it. But it was too late. We got the rescue. That's really Hellumber's biggest weakness. If he cannot get a chance to stop the rescuer, or they have some anti-Terror Shock ability, or they just rescue when he's not nearby. I know that we kind of cheated that because he was nearby and then we moved the chair. No survivor is able to do that. But we were able to do it. Now we can do it. I felt a little bit cheesy there, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So, we'll see now. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't tried kiting a hunter yet with this new idea that I've been talking about. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. This is like, an idea that I had, and I think it's a pretty good idea, because I had this happen to me when I was playing Ripper on 2v8 yesterday, and I realized, wait a second, I can't see his outline immediately, nor is it that safe to swing as much as I thought it was safe, so maybe I need to rethink my strategy as Escapologist. So this is not good, because this is Blood Queen. So the issue with Blood Queen... Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Honestly, we're not that far away from her, but it did the job. It did the job. It helped us avoid her ability, and now we're going to go straight to Factory. So funny how the hole in the wall is actually helping us reach Factory now. Using the nerf to Arm's Factory to our advantage now. Okay, I don't think our ability is going to be up in time here, though. I don't think it's worth using this. Oh no, that is so annoying. There was a rock in the way. I'm gonna have to get used to that, but that is so annoying. Yeah, Blink is up now. Blink is definitely up. I'm gonna go here. Hello. Goodbye. Gonna go back in. No, she definitely saw us right there. We're gonna stall out the Blink here, if possible, which I don't think it's gonna be possible here, guys. Borrowed windows! Borrowed windows! New trade in the game! Borrowed windows! I meant broken windows. Ah, you guys know what I meant. Broken windows, doing its work. Oh wait, did I mess up? No, we should be able to make this. I know we do. I played this game too long to not know. And I know we're gonna die to a mirror here, so we're gonna try to make this chair as long as possible here. Try to die on the edge of the corner as best as we can. Try to stall every single second we can of Cypher progress, because I have a feeling our teammates are not gonna be immediately on the Cypher machine. Now, Snapple there got the Cypher done pretty fast. We can't use our ability, unfortunately. There's no valid rocket chairs within range. I still think that this ability might need a buff here, because this seems so useless for a lot of rocket chairs in this game. This is now the third rocket chair that I found that you just cannot use the ability. And this is a guaranteed rocket chair, guys. All the rocket chairs around me are guaranteed to spawn. Okay, we can actually, okay, that was a pointless hit on the knight. I will never understand why hunters swing at people who have the shield. Why? I mean, for Blood Queen, it actually doesn't matter. For Blood Queen, exactly, it does not matter, because she's anyway waiting for the next mirror. But, like, why? Why we do this? Okay. We're going to do the exact same thing, and we're just going to need to stall it out as best as we can, I guess. Oh, he predicted... Why would he predict ability? What is the logic behind that? Why would he predict ability? Okay, please don't die. We just needed you on a Cypher machine. I don't know. I don't understand what predicting ability does there. What, you know, it actually worked out for him because predicting ability made the mirror disappear, but why would she try to spin the mirror? I don't understand why she would try to spin the mirror. I think she tried to spin the mirror to get rid of an attack, and then Zeus predicted this, her prediction, I guess? It just doesn't make sense, because even if... Hold up, do we need to use this? No, we don't need to. It doesn't make sense, because even if you predicted attack and she used her useless mirror ability, then that's still fine, because she's still standing still during that duration. Hold up, is that basement now? Oh my god, man. Don't ask me why he was nearby. I don't know why he was nearby. All he had to do was set up that gate. That's all he had to do. Okay, I mean, hopefully we'll be fine here. I don't know. If they get no recovery hit, then it is what it is. Hopefully they just choose to heal instead of trying to bait out an attack that you cannot possibly dodge on stairs. You know, the hunter would just have to be bad. Okay, nice. I guess she didn't drop down. Nice. Cool. Okay. Nice. She blinked. She used her blink, and now she has trump card that is on cooldown. Okay. We also have a useless perfume. Nice. Love the useless perfume. I can't even move him. He's on the rocket chair that you can't move people from. Oh, man. So, like, let's say if this was, like, on the other end of the map. Maybe let's say I was decoding Shack and I had a rescue, right? Well, first of all, I should be moving to the chair sooner. But let's say I wanted to move the chair closer to me so I'm not going to come after half. I literally cannot. I can't. There's no rocket chair close enough. There's a rocket chair next to the front gate, and there's a rocket chair next to the factory dungeon. Neither of those are within 38 meters, unfortunately. So, we just can't do anything. And I know they are there because those are guaranteed rocket chairs. They always spawn. The rocket chair dungeon always spawns, and the rocket chair front gate always spawns. Pretty sure it always spawns, right? I'm pretty certain it always spawns. And we cannot use our ability for either of those, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. Again, I feel like it could deserve a buff. It's handy, though. It's sometimes handy. It's just like... I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess the devs don't want to make it too strong because you do basically get it for free on any rocket chair. It's just there are just some rocket chairs that just doesn't work. And it seems like, for now I'm saying some, but the more I play him, the more I'm realizing, you know, there's more than one. It's not just a 1 or 2 kind of chair thing. This is the 3rd rocket chair that I found that you just cannot do anything with. I guess what was we had graveyard. You cannot move a graveyard chair on a red chart. You can't move. Is there a 3rd chair? Is there a 3rd one? Well, the one we discovered today was the corner factory one this time. I don't know. You wanted to force mirror? We had the Cypher Man. It's fine. You didn't have to be there. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be taking that. You're good. Don't worry, Zeus. It was you predicting your prediction. Well, don't do that next time. Because if she does use her ability, use her mirror turn, then that would actually be better than if you predicted ability. Like, let's say she predicted your attack. She would be putting herself in like a 2-second animation. That would actually be better for me than if you predicted her prediction, because that doesn't slow her down. She's just normal movement speed. And if I didn't walk away from the mirror, then I would die to it, pretty much. So then she's like, okay, let me get rid of the attack prediction, right? You predicted her prediction, but I still die anyway because I had to go near her. But anyway, oh no! Don't respawn here. It's Jover. It's Jover. Hold up. Trolling the hunter. Let's see how good their wheel skills are. This is the real test of wheel. Oh no, their wheel skills are pretty decent. It definitely would be better to be in a more open area than this. I'm not liking this. A little bit sad. You know, that's a little bit unfortunate because we don't really have an easy way to circle the fog. Yeah, we're not gonna live. Oh wait! Oh wait! No! I forgot! We survive! We actually could have survived there. I just wasn't looking at the hunter spawn at the start of the game. I was too focused on last game. Man, we actually could have survived. Too bad. I forgot about that. Can we use this anywhere? We could go inside. Going inside is not a good idea. It would be easier to protect. I forgot. I literally forgot. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't spamming the vault button. Okay. That's a horrible trap. It's not gonna catch him or me. Okay. Alright, is it after half? Okay, we're gonna get blinked now, unfortunately. Oh. No, full presence. This is gonna be tough now. I don't think we can dodge this. It would have to be a bad wheel at this point for us to dodge. No, 1,000 presents? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I messed up. Oh, he doesn't want to use the snap? Okay, he does want to use the snap. Okay. Man, that was my bad. I should have lived there. I should have lived the first time. Because at least we would have gotten the blink out. We would have gotten the blink out at least on the first kite. We still would have died, It's not like we wouldn't have died still because we vault the window, then he blinks, and then I would die to a no recovery hit. But like at least that way, I would get the blink out. That would be the most important thing. My bad, guys. I just wasn't paying attention to the start of the game. Streamer issues. Well, again, if you're in a building like that, or if you're in a space with like walls everywhere around you, we really can't use the smoke screen that effectively. Because when we try to travel on the edges, we just can't because there's a wall in the way. And you want to travel on the edges so the hunter cannot see you. So that's a little bit sad. A little bit sad. That's just not a good area for my man. What's his name? If I had just I didn't even hear the wheel becoming wheel form. Had I just heard that, I would just immediately go upstairs. We would vault up here, and this would be a much easier area. This would be a much easier area to try to dodge the wheel in than like trying to make turns, because if he uses the speed up ability, he can actually cut the turn a little bit tighter while sliding off the wall. You know, he can't really turn that tight, but he uses the wall to his advantage. So it's just a really unfortunate situation, but I think this should at least still be a tie. Even if the acrobat goes down here, the mercenary should be able to pick himself up here, and then he'll just rescue here. I probably would not have rescued there. Sorry, picked up. I probably would not have picked up there if I was the wheel. I would probably just go in wheel form and go after the lawyer right now. Hopefully the mercenary has self-heal. Please tell me he has self-heal. Yes, he does. I don't know why he waited there. It gives the hunter more time to like, try to snipe him with a trap. But he's fine now. And yeah, that's fine. We're good here. You know, for a tie, I guess we did fine, but I'm trying to win here, and that was really not a good situation to be in if you're trying to do a winning kite. Let's see, though. Let's see what our teammates can do here. No, that's not a good elbow pad. I'm going way too early to dungeon. Although the hunter's actually choosing to leave him. Okay, so there's a shot here. Okay, but this is also not good because now Acrobat... If Acrobat gets found here... Oh, Acrobat is not in a good place right now. Oh, he's 100% getting found. Oh, no, he didn't get found? Okay, well, does the hunter turn around is the question? Does the hunter turn around? Yes, the hunter does turn around. Okay. It's not that hard to turn around as we... Oh, no, I would not be here right now. I would not be here right now. God damn, Snapple. Okay, and the mercenary doesn't have self-heal now. Yeah, I don't know about that. Going out in the open when the hunter just went in the bridge direction, you're better off going in the corner at that point. Ooh, yeah. Hold up, hold up. I mean, it's still possible. No, but Akrat's not dead yet. This is tough because the lawyer's going to get forced out. And the, you know, as long as this wheel just controls well here, they should be able to make it to mercenary here before... Oh, wait. Yeah. When a person dies, there's still 7 seconds. We're actually, unfortunately, going to lose this match. But yeah, as you can see, dungeon is not going to open for like the next 7 seconds. We'll hear it open now. It's going to open. You have to wait like 7 seconds after the person dies. So even if the lawyer was out, it doesn't make a difference. You have to wait so long. That was my bad. I didn't notice where the hunter spawned, and I didn't notice that it was a wheel. I didn't notice. I just didn't hear the sound. I was right in the middle of talking about the last game. Alright, well, it is what it is. Should have been a tie. The elbow pad was not that good. He needed to wait for the wheel to come out of wheel, and then you elbow pad, and then you have time to avoid the full presence before you get hit by it. That would have been a good elbow pad. Using the elbow pad early, not a good idea. You can react to it. You don't have to use the elbow pad early and guess when they're going to come out. You don't have to guess. You can just literally see when they're coming up, and you have time to elbow pad away before you get hit. So, it is what it is. Should have just paid better attention there. Man, I always accidentally press that because the confirm button is in the same place where Peddler is going to be. And the wheel was smart. Well, the mercenary wasn't making it that hard for her to know where he's going to be. Or him? Just like, just like how I don't want to click on Peddler. Every time I try to press the arrow button, I press on Prospector. Why was the elbow pad bad? I know nothing. And that's why. I think I just explained why, right? Because you can just literally wait until the wheel comes out, and then you can elbow pad and avoid the full presence. He elbow padded too early. He elbow padded too early, and because of that, he ended up, you know, the wheel just followed him and then came out of the wheel. So you asked before I explained. Oh, I see. I explained before I read your comment. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit better this time. So far, though, I'm a lot happier with Escapologist, just from that Blood Queen match alone. Definitely not a Hunter Escapologist is gonna be that good against, but we still had pretty decent success there. And, you know, a little bit better control of the fog ability. That Blood Queen match would probably help us stall an extra mirror. And that wheel match, a little bit better control of the fog, and we honestly would have at least gotten blink out, and that would help us greatly for our future teammates, making sure that they don't get blinked down, and that's really important. So that's the #1 thing there. Okay, that's 3 hits, so 2 hits from full presence. Now, not a big deal against Percy, but it does make it much easier to control your energy with full presence. Okay, gonna take a little bit of a shortcut right here through the entrance. And ideally, we want to be using windows against Percy. Where's he coming from? Is he coming from there? No, he's just following me. Okay. Change target, let our teammates know. I guess I'll go pick him up. Oh, what was that lag spike there? Is the stream okay? Okay, I think the stream's alright. We're gonna pick him up this time, and then he'll have his self-heal for next time. I'm close enough. It's fine. And the Hunter's pretty far enough away. Let's see if we can, no, we don't. Try to get away from this area. At least he's got those tall walls to work with, so it is going to be a lot more annoying for Percy to try to chase down a survivor with those tall walls. But it looks like he had an elbow pad out. It was just a really unfortunate start at the start of the game there. I'm surprised he didn't ask for the owl. Did we already use the owl? Because, like, I think he died too early at the start of the game to ask for owl. But I think right there, assuming we didn't use our owl yet. This is also a little bit bad because he also died. Man, what are these lag spikes? I'm just running in place every like minute or so. Yeah, but we don't need to pick him up now. We could just go ahead and let him die on the ground. He'll pick himself up later. Now, he is in a much better area here. I just hope he crawls towards Birdcage or, like, upstairs. What the heck? Alright, interesting. If he aimed that a little bit better, he actually would have hit me. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna see me. Hold up. Oh boy! It's working! It's working. We did take a hit there, so that wasn't that good, if I'm being honest. But I guess it did the job. I'm pretty sure if we didn't use the fog there, we would have taken 2 hits there. I don't think 1 fog invincibility would have been enough. He is going to go down here. There's no saving him. And we do want to heal our teammates here, absolutely. Maybe if he died with some elbow pads, I'll be able to pick it up. Not sure. I don't really know where he died. I really want to get this heal off. I think we should be able to get it off. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, though. Oh my god! He's got no clue! He's clueless! How would he know, guys? Guys, how would he know where we are? How would he know? Hold up. I really want to use the window here against Percy. In case, if he were to suddenly dash after me, I would want to be at the window, not at the stairs. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to try our best to try to salvage this game. It is still Percy at the end of the day, and technically no one else went down. It was just the mercenary. I took 1 hit. Archer took 1 hit. It's not a big deal. We ended up healing her, and for me, it took no time to heal me. because it was just a fog hit. Oh, I think she might know. Yo, if she actually hid behind the pallet there instead of holding the bow, she actually would have avoided that. Okay, no, he has no interest in trying to stop this cipher. Okay, so he's just gonna keep committing. You have to remember, we are in a position where it's not gonna be that hard for Percy to try to take advantage of a hit against us or try to use 1000 presence. So he is just committing his abilities right here. Immediately. So there's another swing right there from his dash. If we could just take him away from the archer here, that's the #1 goal. Maybe we can confuse him. No, that's gonna hit because of the man, he just has such a long charge up that it's actually not even that hard to... Man, that was a waste of a fog. I should not have used the fog like that. If I were to use it, I need to use it sooner, because otherwise he can still see me before I can get to the edge. Bad use of a fog. Okay. Okay, finally, for the first time, no one has asked for Seer yet, so Seer's just looking himself. This is why I don't play Seer anymore, because people don't ask. They just don't ask for the owl. If we need to get the cipher done. We just need to get the cipher done. Good. And that last cipher is going to be statue, which is going to be much harder for him to protect and pressure than the center of the map, like Birdcage. So now we got 2 ciphers being pressured right now. He never ended his warp cooldown, so it was just being wasted right there. There's just a solid 30 seconds wasted. It doesn't start his next cooldown for warp until he ends the current warp. I really hope he doesn't die immediately. Man, okay. Now there's not a whole lot we can do. He's just going to go back to Archer. Archer doesn't have self-heal. I can't check the cipher, otherwise he'll go for me. We pretty much have to wait for Seer to pick himself up, and then I could put pressure on the Archer. He is going to come for us. It is what it is. Let's see if he's going to fall for it again. I'm not going to do it this time. Okay. Oh, so close! Oh! I actually did do it. I ended up reacting to it anyway. Okay. Oh, wait. She does have self-heal. How did she get picked up the first time? Did the Seer pick her up? I guess the Seer must have picked her up because she had self-heal. My mistake? Okay, so we actually didn't need to help her. Okay, but we still can't really do the cipher machine anyway. At least we did die away from both our teammates, but we don't really have anything else going for us right now. That's literally it. That's literally it. And we could get him to use his warp on me right now. Maybe he'll use his warp. I'm not even sure if it's still up. If he ended his warp cooldown, I know it would be up. I really can't do 3 cipher anymore, or 3 pallet. 3 pallet's gonna be too easy for him to pressure. We can do this one in the corner, and the window is better than the pallets. Okay, she's pressuring the cipher, so then I have to go help the Seer. Alright. Come here, Seer. Maybe it's doable. Although this is her last life. She's gonna be dead right here. I don't think so. Oh, okay, nice lag spike. What is going on today? Is this the Wi-Fi or is this the servers? Okay. Come here, Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. Let's see who you got. He's gonna dash. Ooh, he's gonna swing regularly. Alright then. Yeah, it's a rough situation. It's just, we got really close there, but a down that early, it's a tough situation for Mercenary for sure, but the best way to go about it is you either got to elbow patch straight to Hospital, or you got to elbow patch straight to Shack, depending on where you spawn. If you spawned really close to the edge of the map next to the 2 pallets, your best bet is you're going to have to at some point find a way to elbow pad towards Shack, and that window is going to save you. But if you're more on the outside, towards the center of the map, Dungeon is not even here anyway, but it would be funny to imagine, right? But, oh well, we put a good fight up there at the end. You know, it goes to show that even against an early down against Percy. You can still make it up. It's just he never rebounded once. Imagine if he just rebounded just one time. And like went to an area that is good against Percy. Like any window would stall out Percy quite a bit already. Yeah, if you don't know how to deal with that hunter with mercenary, if you don't know how to do turns with elbow pads, it is counterable, and once you learn it, it's pretty easy. In my opinion, it's pretty easy, but that's me speaking. I've been playing mercenary for a few years. But definitely if you're not used to the spawn against exactly that hunter and exactly that area as exactly mercenary, you're not going to be prepared. You're probably going to go down early the first time that you go against that situation. That's kind of the beauty of IDV. There's literally that exact hunter in that exact area as exactly mercenary. There's always something new to learn. You know, it's a unique situation to be in. Like 2 pallets, not great against Percy, but you can mind game him with the walls. You could find a way to elbow pad to Shack. You just got to look for an opening. You might even have to take a hit and then elbow pad, because your elbow pads are really never going to give value anyway. They're only going to give value if you can use them around corners and be able to turn with the elbow pads. So like buildings like Shack are a big help for that, because you can elbow pad through the straight area, the straight emptiness of Shack, towards the other side, and then you can turn the corner. Right, so that way even if he dashes, he's not just going to immediately hit you. Yeah, we're definitely lagging, because there's a loading symbol every single time I ready up. Playing airplanes? Scrolling for the owl ping takes some time. That's why you should put it in your top 8 pings, so you don't have to scroll. You just say help me. It should be in your top 8. Help me or follow me. That's why I put both of those pings in the top. Just in the top. They do slightly different things for different parts of the game, but for exactly an owl, Seers will understand it as the same thing. You should put it in the top 8 of your pings. Maybe on phone you don't have space for 8 pings without scrolling. I know on iPad you can definitely have 8 space, so that's why you should prioritize your pings to be at the top. The most important ones, like the dungeon is here, hunter change target, the hunter's near me, or like if you need help for a seer owl, those are like the big 4 pings that you need to immediately have just at the top of your screen without scrolling. Focus on decoding is another one, so that if you're in the middle of a kite, you can just immediately say focus on decoding when you're in the middle of a kite and you need your teammates to like pop a cipher, because maybe hunter's trying to, I don't know, get a no recovery foggy blade hit on you and then try to double hit you. Situations like that. Factory's going to probably block. Sometimes factory's blocked, sometimes front gate is blocked. It really depends. It really depends. Okay. So ideally we want to do this cipher here, because I'm not about to find out if factory's blocked. Okay, it's an opera singer. And that's going to be tough, because hunters who catch up to you fast make it difficult to use Escapologist, because, you know, these regular walking speed hunters, it's fine. But anyone who can, like, dash after you, it's a lot harder to use the smoke screen, just because of the fact that the time it takes for you to reach the edge is a lot less for the hunter. And so you need to already basically be at the edge. So I'll just go rescue. This is awful. There's already pressuring me. Maybe we'll get a free rescue right here. No. Okay, we'll have to change target. Yeah, not a lot you can do as Airplanist against Opera Singer. He's just, in my opinion, not that great of a survivor. He's a tournament survivor. He's built for a purpose against Shadow and Gomen. Against Opera Singer is just awful. This time we're gonna move a little bit early. I'm not gonna move the cherry here. I don't think there's any point. Survivors are doing fine, just fine right now. Alright, gotta make sure we don't get body blocked at the doorway, so we're gonna go around. And we do have this fog that's not gonna get any value. We want to make sure we're looking at the wall so that when we get hit, our fog doesn't push us away from the rocket chair. Here we go. Although it is still a waste. It's still a waste. Maybe our prosecutor can rebound. I just didn't want to farm him. If we're going to farm him, then there's no point of even going for the rescue. It's like, how do the airplanists counter Go Man? I'm curious about that. It's a little bit complicated and it takes a lot of technique. It's not as simple as just using your jetpack, because even when you use your jetpack early, you have to be careful when you use it inside the cage, because if you're on the in the center of the cage going towards the edge, Go Man, if he's already also at the edge, he's just gonna take the one side of the cage and teleport on the other and then hit you. We can't use our ability anyway. He got chaired in the corner. We already knew that. So the idea of airplanists versus Go Man is you have to think about how Go Man is going to place his cage. The way Go Man always places his cage is his goal is to have you be on the edge of the cage and him on the other side of the cage, so that he takes one side and teleports next to you on the other. So as airplanists, the best thing you can do is you need to immediately use your jetpack as soon as he creates the cage right on top of you. If he didn't create the cage on top of you, you don't need to use the jetpack immediately. You can even let him teleport himself around and see which side he commits to. Hi, Potty. So basically, you need to lure him to your side. And if he commits to teleporting on the other side of the gate, then you use your jetpack. You have to keep an eye on him while you're jetpacking to make sure that you're not going to the other edge too early, because otherwise he'll just going to go backwards and then teleport on you on the other side that he came from originally. And if he's not, you can keep going forward and then take the end of the cage that he just went through and use it against him. That's literally the strategy. Okay, we're getting her good right now. We're getting her good. Nice, nice. Dude, this is so much free kite time. We're not even doing anything right now. No, she sees me. Okay, she sees me right now. She got a notification of where I am. Oh, I see. Okay, Cyber's primed. Perfect. Maybe we can even get dungeon with this. Hold up. No, we're gonna get seen. Okay, okay, okay. She can still come back. She can still come back. No, he went down. Okay, well, she is gonna see me right here after this timer runs out. But I think she can already figure out which gate I'm heading to. We could even use this against her. No, but we don't have any really ability. Neither does Airplanist, though. I had, honestly, a better ability than the Airplanist does right now. Even if he, assuming he even has any ability right now. I would love to move you away, just so you don't have middle central control of the map right now. There we go. Now if she wants to camp, she's going to have to go away from the center of the map. Yep, there we go. Has to go back, check. Make sure there's no tonight. That was just a time waster. The whole point of that was just to make her waste time to check if there's tonight's in that new chair. Oh, I don't like this. My main airplanist could have came a little bit sooner there. Okay, Hunter change sorry. I don't know why it didn't come a little bit sooner. Huh? Alright, we're fine. Stunned the Hunter near the smoke screen one time. Ugh. I don't know about that. So that's the general idea of how to counter Go Man as airplane. So you need to... What the... Hazel, get out of here. You gotta go, man. Alright now. Close the door, please. Don't forget to close the door, Hazel. Thank you. She didn't really close the door. She just kind of softly closed it. Okay. Well, honestly, Airplanes was pretty good there. He was pretty good. My only mistake there was that I didn't go back inside the cloud. And as long as you're inside the cloud when it ends, you're not going to notify the Hunter where you are. Which the Hunter can use that to their advantage, you know, if they don't get a notification after like 7 seconds. But are you really going to wait 7 seconds after the cloud ends to see if you get a notification still? To get an idea if the survivor was still near the smoke cloud or not? She left all the doors open. Okay. Anyway, that was pretty good. I like that. Honestly, Escapologist is looking up, man. It's looking up for him. It's actually not so bad. It's actually, he might be way better than I thought. He's not just like a little bit better. He might also be way better against hunters like Opera Singer there, where you're not gonna realistically kite. You're just gonna want to stall it out. I mean, that was great there. We get how long again? Does this last? 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 15 seconds of just free kite, which is great. And we had more to do there. It was just Cypher was already primed, so that was perfect. That was honestly fine. I love how you've ranked almost an hour and haven't gotten a single win tie loss yet. Does anyone remember the record? Okay, but anyway, back to the Goman Airplanist thing. You want to make sure that you're not using the cage unless he's literally right on top of you with the cage. And then you kind of have to use it early at that point. And even if he doesn't take it and he starts walking to you from the one side, you could probably jetpack backwards. And this is all assuming that when he caged you, you made sure that there were just some pallets nearby. So that way, when you take one side of the cage to the other, there's pallets waiting for you on the other end. So that you teleport from the empty side that he originally made the cage on. I don't know where my teammates are right now. Okay, there we go. We got some info. And greenhouse is going to be blocked here, but at this point, it's actually going to be unblocked by the time I reach it. Now, Prospector's probably not the survivor he wants to chase right now, so I think that's good for us. So it ends at 198 seconds. That's when the Cypher opens up. I don't know why. It lasts for 42 seconds. The game is lying. It says the Cypher block lasts for 40 seconds, but it really lasts for 42 seconds. Should have missed a calibration right there so that we can see the hunter. Okay, we can anyway see them. Cool. Oh, it's the small clown skin, right? Because the modified drill is this size. Okay. Oh, right. You know what? We can take a whole dash hit right now. The invisibility, I'm pretty sure, our fog ability is just going to count as a hit, I'm pretty sure, against the dash. So we can eat a dash hit if we really need to. We don't even have to worry about getting terror shot because of that. We could just commit to vaults, not being afraid of terror shocks. Obviously, I want to try to prevent the dash, but I don't have to worry about terror shocks because the plan was going to be to get a heartbeat, vault this window, get a pallet boost. Sorry, not vault the window. Vault the pallet, get a pallet boost, get to that pallet, and then we're going to use that area and kind of loop around it in a circle. And ideally, he shouldn't be able to catch up to us as long as we don't vault when he's turning around. Okay, okay. We did rotate a good bit in the early game here. But even with that, we're still getting an 81% Cypher machine. I don't think that's much better. The cancel button doesn't work. I have to drag down. I'm literally clicking the cancel button and it's just not canceling. So I guess I'll drag down just to make sure I don't accidentally use it. Oh, that's not good. I hope he doesn't get double hit. Okay. As sad as the farm is, it's better for our mercenary to not be dead for like the next 56 seconds or however long it lasts. That modified drill. I don't really think it's worth helping her. I don't see a way to help her. How are we going to help her rebound in this kind of area on this map against this hunter? The best place for her to go is hotel, and it's too far away for her survivor. Oh, you know what? That was actually, I think, the worst thing I could have done. Because he actually would have gotten a free rescue right there. Well, we also stalled a chair for 4 seconds. I don't really know. Because we rescue sooner there, but it's also not that hard to... No, but it was worse there because our prospect could just body block. Now this is... Well, it does open up our Cypher. But he was anyway going to rescue... Oh, no! He was anyway going to rescue and relieve the pressure anyway. I think that was a bad swap. I'm pretty sure that was a bad swap. We're still not dead to an infinite rocket here. The infinite rocket right now does nothing against us. And it's really important. Hello, game! What is with the lag today? Dude, I got pings in 2 places right now. You guys saw that there was one in a restaurant, one in the corner. Same from the same person. Okay. I'm gonna 100% rescue. Okay. Man, this hunter knows what they're doing. That's some good pressure from them. Shoot. Okay, well, we're just gonna do the cipher then. Okay, he didn't hit the rocket. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah. No, I just told you I'm busy. Do you want me to turn it on? She's not gonna know the controls. There's at the very top, there's a power button. It's very small. It's on the left side. Left side, top. Hold up. This infinite rocket doesn't do anything right now. Oh no, he's gonna go for the prospector though. I really just moved the mercenary there just to make sure I can make this before half. And that way also if he hits me, it's not gonna be so far away. Okay, I really hope he's not about to do the cyber machine. Okay, good. I don't know, man. We'll see. Alright. I'm gonna come after him. It's not that far away, so we don't need to worry about time that much. But I'm pretty sure he has his teleport up. Or about to have it up. Wait, if I could, like... No, he is gonna teleport. I thought he was about to dash. Okay, well, he's dead. Is he gonna leave him? I'm gonna say he's not gonna leave him. Is he? He is gonna leave him, okay. Okay, to the left. Again, he can't do damage to me. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me? Seriously? What was that? What was that? Was that a lag? Was that body block? I don't even know. I don't even know what that was. Why are we lagging so bad today? We have 30 ping. Seriously? That was some BS right there. Okay, well, it looks like the fog didn't do anything there. I don't know what that was. I'm pretty sure that was lag. It's just today we've just been... Every so often we just get a lag for no reason today. Okay, he is on the prospector. Good to know. Okay, that's a 6-second rocket. Hopefully we can get this done. I guess we're just gonna have to pop. It looks like he vaulted, so he should live. The dungeon is not here. Oh, the pallet is used here? I didn't even notice. Is this window broken, by the way? Okay. Yes, it is broken. I'll still drop the pallet just for a boost in case we ever need it. Pretty sure these obstacles don't load in from far, so he'd anyway see me. Okay. I think we're gonna tie here anyway, though. The fog obviously is not gonna do anything. In fact, it might expose our location even more. No, no, no. Usually I don't get these ping spikes. Only South America gets those ping spikes. It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. It's a lot better than what it used to be a couple of years ago. Several years ago now. That was like 6 years ago now. But it happens. It happens. There's not a whole lot to do about it. 30 ping, you know, seems great, and then we're not getting 30 ping. We're getting huge lag spikes. But the thing is, the ping fixes itself so fast that it doesn't even have time to rise up and then go back down. It just stays at 30 because it just fixes itself so fast. But it definitely is not 30 when that happens. Yeah, Europeans got it bad too. Imagine being European. You're like this close to good ping, and you just forever stuck with like 1 second delay. This close to good ping. You know, the saddest part is they made a European server just for it to not get used, because you can still match with NAU people. So when you match with when you match with North America players, you still have bad ping because it's connecting you to the North America server. It just stops using the European one and uses the North American. So what was the point of the European one? For the longest time, people have been saying, people are like, NetEase is not going to make a European server. It's too expensive. They're not going to waste money. You know, and even though they're a billion-dollar company and so on and so forth, they still don't want to do it because it's a waste of money, right? But to our surprise, they did it a couple years ago, and they just don't take advantage of it because the NA people can still match with the EU people. So what is the point? I don't know. I don't know what the point is. You tell me. The point is that when all 5 people are Europeans, that's the point. When all 5 people are Europeans. But it doesn't, I don't think it prioritizes it. At least not for rank. At least not for rank, I don't think it prioritizes it. Because as soon as you play even one rank match as a European, you'll just immediately be getting yellow ping. Unless by some miracle, everyone is in your game is playing with European servers, so you have green ping then. But otherwise, it just defaults to whatever the North American people are using. The North American people get the priority, so if you play in North America, great. Great for you. If you don't play in North America, like, I don't know if I would play this game if I didn't live in North America. I would not. I just wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. It would be unbearable. I would not play the game if I had ping just for no reason, just bad ping. And I would know the ping is not my own fault, because I know we have better Wi-Fi than that at my grandma's place. I know it's my grandma's place, but she's got good Wi-Fi. At the very fair, when you're right next to the router, she's got good Wi-Fi. You know, what can I say? You've never seen European green as a European. I've seen it green. I've been in Europe, and I played a test match there to see if how bad the ping is, and I actually had 30 ping. I had actually better ping than in America. I used to have like 60, 80 ping in America. That was my range, like 60 to 90. Nowadays it's better. Nowadays it's 30 ping. I don't know what made it better, but back then, back when I tested when I was in Poland, I was used to like 60 to 90-ish ping in America. It was like a range. It's a wide range, I know, but some days it was just better. Like, look at that, 300 ping right there. Why am I getting 300 ping? Is the stream cutting up? Can you guys hear me? Did I cut out there? Is everything cool? Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I'm actually gonna move him closer to hospital. Let's move him closer to hospital. It's also harder for the Blood Queen to mirror the knife from far this way. Okay, never mind. It happened anyway. I thought he would go inside. Okay, well, either way, if he gets hit now, he should make it. Hopefully he uses the shield. Okay, he didn't use the shield, so he can't really take a hit to go into hospital. I haven't really tried using the smoke as a support ability, because the problem with the smoke as a support ability is your teammates' footprints are still shown, so they can see which side of the fog you went to. As Escapologist, the hunter cannot see your footprints. They disappear. So if you go left or right, like let's say you went behind the fog and then the hunter steps in, and they can't see where you are, and you went behind some wall or something like that, they don't know where because they don't see your footprints anywhere. Okay, looks like he's gonna survive here anyway. How did he manage to survive? My man is managing to survive such a long time, making me rub my chin, thinking hard. I'm like, damn, man. This dude's gaming on his mind. Whoo! Is he gonna survive afterwards, though? That's the issue with Flywheel. The mirror just lasts a little bit too long for Flywheel to be able to be useful against the thing. You know the thing I'm talking about. The mirror, right. You know. Oh boy, okay. Wait, is this gonna prevent wanted order? It does. I'm pretty sure it does. Hold up, let's look outside here. Okay, there she is. So the first hit doesn't do anything. We're just gonna teleport forward. As long as we're not looking at a tree, we should be fine. Stalling this as best as I can. I don't want a farm to happen. Oh, farm happened. I should have been on the other side of the chair because that's where he gets rescued from. Let's see what he does. I should have been on the other side of the chair. If I had been on the other side of the chair, then he could just go in the corner of the chair and I could just follow him into that. And then we'd have a better shot at body blocking, I guess. Oh well. We'll know that for next time, I guess. Be 4%. Her big bone was blocking. I'm just hoping Perfumer rescues. Okay, nice. That chair is perfect. We don't want it to be any closer to me because we don't want her to have easy ways to mirror right on top of me and stop the Cypher. If she's gonna want to mirror on me, she's gonna have to leave the chair. Yep. She's going back to chair though. Okay, just gonna run out. Maybe we should teleport. I don't know. Nope, she's not gonna teleport. Okay, that's a little bit bad. Really fast double hit right there. It was a pretty bad chair, to be fair. You know, if I did move the chair, it would be easier to rebound off of it at least. I'm not gonna move it. I don't want to surprise him. I'm just gonna keep it in the same place. Dodging the hits. Look at this. Okay, Pop. That shield doesn't do anything. They still died of detention. Yeah, that's why he should have... That's the problem with Knight Tide Turner, guys. You see, this is exactly why I don't like Knight Tide Turner. You're only going to do one rescue. If you don't have a psychologist or a barmaid on your team, we're not going to be able to heal you in time for you to do 2 rescues, okay? So you're going to save your shield and use your Tide, but then as a result, you can't rescue still. You still can't rescue. Alright, Blood Queen, you can go to the other corner. Oh, she's not interested. Okay, well, she is protecting both the chair and the gate now is the issue. Yep, there she is. She's here. I actually don't like that this pallet is dropped. Okay, under change target. He is gonna make it. Under change target. Really odd there. I guess we'll have the smoke ready. Just in case. Not a whole lot we can do right now except just wait. We can't really get dungeon for her until both our teammates are able to escape. And then the other one can go out dungeon, but for now, we're just gonna have to sit here. Oh. You know, I'm pretty sure the fog does prevent other survivors from getting seen. Does the fog prevent other survivors' allies from getting seen, or is it just Escapologist? I don't know. Oh, shoot, she's coming here? Okay. Maybe this will do something. Oh, I guess it did something, maybe? We confused her. That was good enough. Whew, we'll take the Tide. So broken windows for Night, yeah. Broken windows for Night, unless you have Psychologist or Barmaid on your team. Because realistically, you cannot do more than one rescue. There is a way to do it without Psychologist and Barmaid, but it requires you predicting something and then predict nothing. And when I mean nothing, I mean literally there is an option to predict nothing. So when the Hunter does nothing and you were right, you get a shield for 4 seconds and then you can rescue. And even if the Hunter swings at that time, they only do quarter damage. Okay, that is the one way to do it, but it's the only way to do it without Barmaid and Psychologist. It's not consistent because of that. You know, what if the Hunter places 2 abilities? You know, and then your nothing prediction gets nothing. You get no value. You're not gonna get your shield because they didn't do nothing. They used an ability or they swung at you or something like that. And so it doesn't do a whole lot. It just doesn't do enough. It's not consistent enough. If you pull it off, it's really nice, but it's not consistent. And so because of that, you're just running a build that makes it a lot harder to kite with Knight in a meta where I feel like as a Knight, your shield is good enough. You can run kiting afterwards, because nowadays it is so tough. If you don't have like an ability that just guarantee gets value, Knight is not one of those abilities that guarantee gets value. If you play it right, it'll always stall the hunter out a little bit, but you'll never be far from them, and they'll always be close by. And so using your broken windows in between like ability cooldowns is going to be really nice, because you do have a pretty long ability cooldown, and so being able to boost away, even flywheel, although I don't recommend it, is going to be better than Tide. Unless you have Psychologist Environment, because then you can heal up, you can do Tide first rescue, and then you can do Shield next rescue. But if you don't have someone to heal you up, you're going to do the Tide rescue, you're going to get injured, you can't do a second rescue, and so you just held your shield for no reason. You're going to have your shield, and even if you save it for later in the game, if the hunter already has detention, it's too late. It doesn't do anything, because it only prevents a quarter damage. The shield doesn't prevent half damage, but even if it did, you would still die. It prevents 1/4 damage, and the other 75% damage gets applied to you. So, if you were a Knight and you rescued at full health, you would survive. But if you took a hit, and then you use your shield, and then we pop, then what actually ends up happening is both you guys are at half health. And with a shield, you both have a shield, and the hunter swings at you with detention, you still die. Because the hunter does more damage than the shield protects. And so because of that, you die, and the shield doesn't do anything against detention. The best time to use the shield is early game, before the hunter has detention, and early on, when there's still time to help support the survivor, you know, give them 8 seconds to work with to rebound. Maybe that 8 seconds will also give someone else to like help come and support, even if the hunter doesn't swing at the shield. You can use Tide for the first rescue, but you just gotta have a plan to use your your shield at some point, realistically, early on. Otherwise, you're not gonna get a good opportunity, realistically, if you have Tide turn and no way to heal you up. You know, there are gonna be games. Some games you'll be able to. Like you'll be able to get healed. Okay, she's coming from that side. Oh no, she's not. Okay, well, either way, this still stalls out. Oh shoot, this is not good. It still stalls out the mirror. She can see me right now because I went inside. Okay, we're just gonna step inside. It stalled the mirror. So now she's gonna mirror, and we're gonna take advantage of the fog. That was an awful mirror. Okay, Hunter did play Patroller. Oh, that's really bad for me. Because I'm pretty sure getting hit in fog does not remove the Patroller bite. Like right here, we're gonna get hit. And we still have the Patroller. Really unfortunate there. Fog again, not coming in clutch right there. I don't see where the Hunter is. Oh. Unfortunately, I should not have stepped in that building. I shouldn't have stepped in that building, because then the fog was useless. We can't use the fog. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You know what, though? I think the Hunter didn't even notice. Follow me! The Hunter left! The Hunter's not near me! No. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because she would mirror on top of me anyway. Yeah, it is what it is. Again, I don't know if I will play Escapologist like consistently, because this is a pretty big problem. This is why I don't really play Archer. This is why I don't really play. Oh no, are you kidding me? Come on. There we go. This is why I don't really play like these survivors, because you can't do anything against this. The first fog was nice, but she still has her mirror. If I did a better job with the second fog, we could have at least gotten close to 3-star kite, but I don't think it would have been enough still. Okay, well, I'm just gonna move away again for a second time now. See ya. And she's also in Patroller animation. Now would be a great time to help. Oh yeah. Where is the mirror? Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is a perfect time to rescue. We're just gonna make sure we die far away from our teammates. We're not gonna survive them next mirror. All we can do is just make sure we die far from our teammates. That's the only thing we can do. Well, then maybe we can mind game her? Oh, we don't mind game her. Oh, we're gonna live, we're gonna live, we're gonna live. Barely we're gonna live. No, that still hits through? Are you kidding me? I knew I shouldn't have dropped it. I was thinking, is this gonna hit? And it was. It did hit. I didn't think that would hit. There was a slight thing in me that was like telling me this is probably gonna hit if she swings. I should have known. I honestly did know. I just didn't trust my gut. I just wanted to drop it and get it over with. Even in ghost mode, I'm lagging. Like, come on, man. Okay. All right. Cool. We're lagging still. Man, this is so annoying. Like, this is so stupid. Like, people playing Blood Queen. This is such a waste of time. Guys, we're all gonna get +2, +3, +4. Great. Great. Like, this is such a waste of time. This is not a tournament situation. Why do I have yellow ping, man? Go back. Is the router behind the couch? Like, what's going on? Did Hazel put the router behind the couch? Why is this so bad? I mean, we're gonna tie this game most likely. It's just such a waste of time. I hate it when hunters be going to Anne and Blood Queen, because with these kinds of hunters, and less so, but with Blood Queen, what makes Blood Queen so frustrating is if I just didn't pick Escapologist and we picked Mercenary, a boring survivor, then we would be hard countering her right now. Patient would be hard countering her. Airplanes would be hard countering her. Meteorologist, I guess maybe could push her away, probably the least, but even she can still do something. And she has multiple ability uses, not just two. Like what's his name? Escapologist. She can use it up to 3 times if she uses it well. Dude, what just happened there? Why are you standing there? Go! I know something crazy just happened. Focus on the tie. I don't get why people do that. Okay, I'm gonna restart my game. This is ridiculous. Why is it lagging this bad? You don't lag that hard even with yellow ping? Because it's not yellow ping. It's... Hello? Can I turn off my iPad, please? Thank you. Because it's not yellow ping. The game is lying. Dude, that is so annoying. Again. Like, the thing with Blood Queen is she's just one of those hunters where we could all be playing boring here. We could all be boring. We could all go Blood Queen counters all day, all the time, and Blood Queen will never win. She will always lose her matches game after game after game because we're just going to go Blood Queen counters. But, like, this is so annoying because we're trying to play something different that doesn't counter Blood Queen, and we just can't. Because Escapologist would actually be doing decent. Even against Opera Singer, we were doing good. And then it's just a struggle with Blood Queen. Because as long as she set up her mirror, even if she swings randomly, she might even hit us. It's just Blood Queen needs a rework. Like, this is so stupid. She's not broken. She's not weak, and she's not broken. She's just a hunter where you literally cannot play survivors like Prospector, Enchantress, like fun survivors, Mind's Eye, you know, even Decoders. You just cannot play them. Besides Explorer, you just cannot play them because of Blood Queen's existence. Because the hunter will just see you have a bad team against Blood Queen, or just focus on the person who's bad against Blood Queen and get a guaranteed tie. Like, that's what is annoying about Blood Queen. There's no outplay potential with Blood Queen. It's just a hunter that goes through walls, and you're just dead. You need an ability. No amount of knowing your routes is gonna save you. All you can do is just pray that she messes up a mirror, and she's gotta be bad for her to mess up her mirror. And guess what? She was bad. She messed up her mirror really bad at the end there. It's just I dropped the pallet on myself, and I got hit. Unfortunately. And we ended up losing. Why did we lose? I guess I don't know. But I lost -7 for that. Apparently. Apparently we lost -7 for that. So stupid. This is a hunter who should not be in the game. We shouldn't have a hunter who she doesn't hard counter, but I don't think you can consistently, realistically win against Blood Queen. We did have that one good kite against Blood Queen, but it was finicky. It was really finicky. That Blood Queen kite, it was kind of like, I mean, maybe she won't see me, maybe she will see me. You know? I definitely think I should have done a little bit better with that fog, but it still wouldn't have been a 3-cipher kite. We still would have been short a cipher. At least one cipher, you know? It drives me insane that this is a character who's still in the game like this. Needs a rework. Until this character gets a rework, survivors like Enchantress and Prospector, they will never be consistently good in rank. Because any hunter who is very good at hunter probably also knows Blood Queen, because it's just like a free win if the whole team picks survivors that are not good against Blood Queen. And just like that, you guys are losing just because you pick silly stuff like Enchantress Prospector trying to have a good time, and then it's just Blood Queen. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen the Blood Queens in low tier. Even you guys are not high tier. I know Blood Queen doesn't get used as much in high tier, but that's because people are aware that Blood Queen is an ability for an ability kind of character. And so because of that, it's harder to make use of Blood Queen because people don't give you free hits. Ideally, people don't give you free hits. It just frustrates me like mad. It frustrates me mad with Blood Queen. We've seen more Blood Queens today and yesterday than I think I have the whole season. It's like he calling his entire family's new gens and blue tears. Oh my god. Well, if you guys are watching this rank stream, you're probably not ranking. I know that for sure. Arrow has no BT? Is that what happened last game? Or this game? Oh yeah, he's got no BT. You're right. Arrow Planet says no borrow time. Is he wrong? Who's the hunter? We don't get to see. I feel my heart beating. I think I saw who it was. Pretty sure I saw a wheelchair. Is it? Is it? No! I was wrong! Quick! It was an antler, not the back of a wheelchair. Oh my god. Oh, by the way. The fog does not prevent hooking because it does chip damage or it does no damage. And the fog only prevents full damage. So, in theory, I'm pretty sure that if you get hooked while you're vaulting, you actually won't get grabbed by the hook and it just absorbs it. Because it does more than chip damage. Should we try that? Should I ruin this game just to try it? Because the fog doesn't prevent chip hits, but it prevents full hits and terror shocks. So is it going to prevent me getting hooked if I start vaulting while he's hooking? Maybe. Maybe. I'm actually really willing to try that. That arrow uses the jetpack so bad? Who? Fluorescent? I'm not familiar with this person. I'd probably match with them in rank. Oh, you guys want to see something funny? Dude just got chaired graveyard. Watch this. Oh, we can move him. I don't think I want to do. I'm pretty sure I want him to stay graveyard. I think graveyard's going to be better. There's tall walls. There's good pallets. Okay, so it turns out you can move. It's just you have to pray that this rocket chair spawns. Which, by the way, no. Don't stand there. We're actually not going to make it now. Can you hit me, please? No, we're not gonna. Although this paladin, pretty sure I can't see, man. I also can't see. So technically, we're not dead. Man, what was that slight ping spike? But we're not gonna realistically rescue again. Man, that was so bad. I'm playing bad now. Actually didn't make it. Oh, and by the way, it turns out that that pal was there. We could have stunned him by him standing there. I thought maybe it wasn't there. Maybe that's why he's standing there. No, we absolutely could have. Okay. I want to vault the pal, so I save my boost. We are gonna notify of our location. Man, why is he making such weird noises? You're not even injured! Okay, bye, Peeper. He's making such weird noises. Tyra, you remember when I said it was a tall hunter and it was a DreamWorks? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I was seeing things, okay? It was probably a tree. It was probably a tree. Trees are tall, right? Trees are tall, guys. Alright? By the way, the fog, if you guys weren't here for yesterday's stream, the fog does prevent gamekeeper hooks from hooking through the fog. So it's like a wall. That was what I was trying to do there, but I made the fog too late. So obviously he wants to hook us away from the chair. So that was the idea. If I was gonna rescue after a half, I guess moving to the closer chair next to me would have been a better idea. I waited too long. I was thinking too hard. I'm like, oh guys, look at this, you can move the chair instead of moving towards the chair. New IDV hunter, Triologist. Yeah, let's get it in the game, guys. Triologist. Well, technically, we can make a rescue after getting swung at. It's just we die right afterwards. But we can make the rescue right before we die. Okay. Hopefully our airplane is just decodes. Alright, perfect. He's decoding. Alright, guys. We can see where he's getting carried. How helpful. What a helpful ability. Should we move him? Nah, let's save it. Again, because when we get hooked and then hit here, we're going to teleport forward towards the rocket chair. Okay, that was a very well-timed teleport from him. I'll give him that. Cowboy's going to do the cipher. The thing is, if he leaves this chair now, once he leaves this chair, we're just going to be able to pop this one that he just chaired next to. Please don't see me. I literally cannot move right now. I have to move. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it. Hello, you see me. We might have to use the ability here. Yeah, we're gonna have to use it. So remember, he cannot hook us. We are gonna wait till after half, by the way. We need to make sure the cipher's primed. Again, we're gonna get teleported forward. We made him hit the brick wall. That's good enough. Why is he using the jetpack? Cypher's primed, man. Cypher's primed, dude. It was primed already. Oh, I see. Okay. Right. Remember that thing that someone said at the start of the session? Start of this game? Not the session. Start of this game. Okay, well, unfortunately, we can't even move his rocket chair away from the exit gate because he's already dead. It is what it is. Oh, he opted not to chair. Does he think that he won't make the gate in time? Oh yeah, I guess he wouldn't have, because the time's running out here. It only takes 20 seconds to do the gate. I wonder if we can do something with this ability. Although we're just gonna get teleported on, logically. That's tough. It's hard to tell if he's gonna chase Cowboy or is he gonna go for me. Who knows, right? Oh, we're dead. We need an apologist with the ukulele. The apologist, guys. New survivor, apologist. Well, I think we would have tied this game if if I ran away and went towards dungeon, maybe? It's tough. You see, it's tough because if he decides to stick on Cowboy and not use a teleport, well, then I need to be the one who needs to escape as soon as possible. And then he can go for dungeon. Biologist, mixologist, apologist, etymologist. What the hell's an etymologist? Yo, can we start with the ologist survivors? It's a mouthful to say. Like, I already don't like meteorologists and escapologists. Should have been called escape artists, honestly. Like, seriously? Escapologist? Dumbest thing I heard, man. I know it's a real word, it just sounds stupid, alright? It sounds like someone who studies escape. Come on, man. We need the ers. Okay, don't say that. It sounds like you're gonna say something foul right before that. But you're right, we need the painter, we need the lawyer. We need the gardener, guys. Prospector, embalmer. Look at all these ers at the end, guys. Perfumer. Dancer. Where's our male dancer, by the way? When is male dancer coming out? First officer, keeper. Keeper. Sounds so stupid. It's like you're not watching YouTube shorts of etymology. YouTube shorts in general not being watched. A stripper! We need a stripper. We need a stripper in the game, yes. You need a baller. We need the baller. Male dancer. We need our male dancer. You know, if they're gonna, if we're not gonna have a male dancer, we may as well, guys, because we're banning shadows, so we don't need to spawn in that corner. Bro, because my problem with this spawn of spawning Big Rock is the issue with that spawn is it's a shadow spawn. It's an anti-shadow spawn. If we ban shadow, we don't need a spawn there, because then what ends up happening is Hunter spawns where I spawn, right here. They block Big Bow, it slows down Cypher Rush. That Big Bow server has to do a dangerous Cypher Rush either shore or outside Big Bow. Sometimes Big Rock if outside Big Bow didn't spawn. And then they also get an immediate chase right next to Small Bow. So we don't want to give them so much value with blocking a Cypher and starting such an early chase. Now the Big Boat is not going to be blocked. But it's that spawn is more of a shadow spawn. You know, you see that spawn a lot. And you know, I'm not going to say anything if shadow is not banned. But really, logically, you shouldn't go that spawn because it gives too much value. Oh, great, guys. Oh, great. That's nice. We also have Entomologist here, who's not that great, honestly, against Blood Queen. She'll at least get a speed up. Alright, looks like she's not interested in Entomologist though. Alright, slow pallet breaking. Okay, I guess we're not cutting there. Big Rock is a problem. Okay. Alright, guess we get rid of both these pallets. Okay, she's swapping targets. Interesting game so far. Really interesting. This is the second target swap she did in the first minute of the game. Just Blink went up, so a minute has passed. Every minute that passes, 60 seconds go by in Africa. Is that how it goes? Or 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. What is it again? Anyway, you get the idea. 24%. Also, I would love to do the Acrobat Cypher. But not yet. It doesn't make sense to walk right now. Okay, this is not great. Oh, does he live? Does he live? Oh, no. Damn. Close. Close, but no biggity. I guess we'll still rescue. It is what it is. Nice mirror. Bye. It's kind of relaxing being in the fog. I get what Ripper's on about now. You know me, I get you now, Ripper. Great. We didn't even I thought we would teleport towards the chair, but I guess we were looking at the rock too much. Are we doing an extra cipher? Okay, no, our teammate is working on the old cipher from Acrobat right there. Perfect. Does the fog work on mirror? Well, if she swings, you're still gonna get hit. But she can't see you. If that's what you're asking, then yes, she can't see you. But if she swings randomly, she can still hit you. The most important thing is that she can't see you with the mirror. So yeah, I guess in that sense it does work. Okay. Not a gray mirror, so she kind of now has no ability for the acrobat. Uh-oh, is she not gonna make it? Also, we're missing a cipher still. I guess it's Big Bow. Are we gonna have an entomologist from yesterday moment on Lakeside where entomologist is pushing instead of rescuing and then I die? Okay, no. She just had to push the hunter out the way, you know, to get to the chair. That's different. Okay, well. Okay, that's actually a really bad mirror. Because, okay, really bad. Followed by a really bad ball. Bro is placing a ball when the mirror is nowhere close to me. I don't mean to call these people out, guys, but come on. Hunter was, come on, like 25 meters away. Come on, why are we shaking in our boots? I feel like we really should work on another cipher machine here. Because it's too easy to mirror on our current cipher. Yeah, let's do another one. This is okay. The problem is that it's not going to be that hard to mirror on this one either, though. It would have been nice to do Shack. Maybe Shack is up. No, Shack is not up. We popped that. So, I'm guessing Shore is our last cipher. Shore, this, and this. Okay, you know what? I guess this is probably the best we're gonna get then. This is at least in a better kiting area than Shore. Basement is at Shack. Got it. Remaining air pack 0. Could have been 1, am I right, guys? Alright, I'll shut up. She about a mirror on me? What's going on here? Oh, damn, free hit. Okay. Still interested in chasing him. We do have 15% slower decoding here. Okay, if she chairs here, we can always move. Thinking about moving it away from the cipher. That way she can't mirror and guard the chair at the same time. I know it's a little bit awkward for our teammate, but it's important for our ciphers to not get so easily pressured, but also her camping at the same time. We don't want that. Every hunter is a little bit different. If it was a different hunter, we would not have to worry about that, but Blood Queen is one of those hunters where our distance, like 60 meters away, is actually too close. That's too close, and that she can stop the cipher from that distance, which is crazy. But that's the measures we have to take. We don't want her to be able to camp and pressure the cipher at the same time. Even if it's just with a mirror. You know, if I go down, we're not going to be able to pop that cipher then. I need to make sure I'm playing safe too. Let's see if we can make it out in time. I'm not so sure, guys. Is that the cat? Okay, it looks like we are gonna be. I'm gonna use this just so my outline doesn't get seen. I wonder if our teammates still get seen though. I don't know if they still get seen. Kidding me, man. Another Blood Queen. see what I'm talking about? Seeing more Blood Queens in a day than the whole season. The moment I play Escapologist. You know, and that's fair. That's true. Also, we did have entomologist. It's not just like that I have a low amount of abilities and my ability doesn't like hard counter the mirror. You can see outlines through the fog of other survivors though. Yes or no? For other survivors? Escapologist, the answer is no. But is it for other survivors? What is this room? It's like a Detective Conan, I think it was. But there was like a no, it wasn't Detective Conan. It was a Sherlock Holmes reference, not a reference. What was it called again? Crossover with Sherlock Holmes. I don't know how they managed to get a crossover with Sherlock Holmes, man. But, not Sherlock Holmes, the company who owns the rights to Sherlock Holmes is not a real person. Okay, well this game's gonna go great. Or is it at least hospital? No, it's not hospital. So we don't even have a good place for either of these two people. Factory's fine, I guess, but it's not a guaranteed tie. Like hospital is. Sherlock from the hit BBC series. What is BBC? I think it's something else when I hear BBC. How are you, Psyche Bikey? I'm good, Samer. I'm good. Oh, let's not spawn there. Let's have our teammate move over. There you go. Good stuff, man. Dancerologist? Okay, now you're being silly. Come on, man. Now you're just being silly. Scratch his head. BBC. I don't know what BBC you guys are thinking of. I'm thinking of one BBC, though. Oh, shoot. Did I just disconnect the game? I did. 1 second, guys. Alright, should be good now. What is BBC? It's the British newscasting platform in like Britain. Oh great. This is just awesome. Can we even make this window? You know, I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, are we really about to chase the Escapologist when there's a mechanic and Mind's Eye on the field right now? I know mechanic is not like the greatest decoder, but it's an extra person decoding, right? And I don't see myself taking a hit immediately here, so mechanic will at least still get the 10% decoding buff for at least a little bit. Funny how they kept this locker. You know, this locker wasn't originally in that exact spot. It was a little bit more to the right here. Moved it a little bit more to the left. Now they removed the wall. Man, it's so sad. This reminds you of like when. This reminds you of like when the devs removed the third pallet in middle. It was so bare looking at it. Like now this is so bare. It makes me so sad looking at this now. They could have at least made it look a little bit. I'm gonna move that. They could have at least made it so that it looks a little bit better and like fits in more. Like looks more like ruins. It looks like someone took like some gigantic wall cutter and just cut a hole right through. This looks intentional. This looks like it was maliciously done. This doesn't look like ruins. This doesn't look like anything like ruins. This looks like someone maliciously cut a hole in this wall just so survivors don't have as good of a window. That's what it looks like. Could have made it a little bit more like dilapidated, like the word was on a hospital. Dilapidated cottage. Whatever that means. Well, I'm not rescuing this. I'm keeping you there. Audrey can fish for tinnitus in the corner. I'm fine with that. And when we're not checking the cipher yet, so she doesn't know if someone's rescuing her. Oh wait, she has wanted her on me. Never mind. So she sees the other two ciphers shaking, and then she sees me. Okay, she has teleport. Which is actually a really good, that's a really smart trait to bring because we have Mechanic and Mind's Eye. She has a 50% chance of finding either one, and neither of them are going to give a hard enough chase to need Blink. So, really smart move from the Hunter here. Curious how much progress is on this bot. I hate that Mechanics like never ping their bot progress. Like, I'd love to know, like, can I leave the Cypher? Should I work at middle? Are you going to be fine to finish the Cypher on your own? Like, I don't know, because she's not pinging her progress. Her progress on the ball, like how much energy is left. I could actually move this over, but if she's gonna reveal herself, It looks like she's already positioning herself for the rescue anyway, so... Yeah, I'll leave it as is. I hope I don't regret that. Maybe I should have moved it outside. Oh, right! Right! I forgot! Even if I wanted to, you can't move a rocket ship from factory anyway. Right. Right, guys. Right. How could I forget? I really hope there's not like 1% left on that. Whew. I guess we're gonna do this cipher. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought middle wasn't finished. Are we screwed? Do we not have a last cipher? I really hope it's just factory. Please tell me it's just factory. If we don't have a last cipher, I know Shed has 0 progress. For a fact, I know it has 0. Yes, yes, factory has some. Okay. Unfortunately, though, if he gets chaired... Okay, that's 23. Honestly, we would have gotten more progress by just decoding Shack right next to us. I'm getting depression from thinking about that. Instead of spending all this time walking. What's your choice, man? I don't know what the hunter wants to do right now. I'm like thinking she's gonna maybe teleport with her shadow clone. Wait, she lost the Gravekeeper? That's crazy. I thought that was a Gravekeeper knockdown for there for a second. I was ready for a pickup, something like that. She doesn't even have the right person. Oh, she's gonna rescue? Oh. I guess she'll give tinnitus. Can I move this? I'm not actually gonna move it. I don't know. Maybe I should move it. I don't know. It doesn't really make a difference though, because those 2 chairs are right next to each other. It's not like Opera Singer can't dash from one chair to the other. Oh, that was right on time. You know, if Mechanic goes down, maybe I'll be able to move my chair closer to her robot. Maybe? When the Gravekeeper gets chaired here, I think I'll be able to see the outlines of the robot. We'll see here. Also, we can survive a detention hit right now. Which is really nice. So she teleports. Okay, come. Right on time? I was hoping she would teleport there so that maybe Gravekeeper can pick himself up then. Okay, well, considering Mind's Eye, Mechanic, and then the dude goes like the most tryhard hunter when top 3 hunters are banned, you know, honestly, that's a pretty good result. Getting a tie with Mechanic, Mind's Eye in your team against probably the best hunter right now in the game, besides the top 3 who are always banned. What's up, Danny? Welcome to the stream, man. I welcome you in. It's gonna be last game, guys. Last game of the rank session. Last 5 minutes of rank. Hopefully we can get a dubskis here. Oh, I forgot to change the... forgot to change the graphics. Every time I go in the weight room, I remember. But you want to have low graphics on church, because then you can see through the windows that are normally boarded up and they're very foggy and gray. And black, you want to be able to see through them, so when you turn on low graphics or performance, you'll be able to see through them then. A little bit of cheesy strats right there. Hunter only banned 2 characters. Neither of those 2 characters are that good to be using in rank anyway. Forward depends. It really depends on the hunter for forward, but Mechanic, we're always banning the hunters that Mechanic would be good against. Oh, great. And then we got a little girl. You gotta be joking me. To be fair, they're probably looking at me and they're like, oh, we got Escapologist. You gotta be joking me. They're probably thinking the exact same thing about me. But we've confirmed that little girl sucks. Come on. Everyone's confirmed it. Alright. Okay, but he has no borrowed time. I think I might prefer the little girl at this point. I was about to say that that's better, and then he has no borrowed. Escapologist stream tomorrow? I don't know if I'll do a third Escapologist stream tomorrow. It'd be funny though. Why is little girl so bad? Her ability takes a while to come back. The page is not that good. It doesn't counter hunter abilities. It just kind of stalls the hunter, which is fine, but really you need to have an ability that like you can... The best abilities are really ones that you can reactively use or give you a big boost in speed. Like Mercenary Willpower, Fire Investigator even. Fire Investigator, you can even like block and get a boost, so it's like a double bonus with Fire Investigator. Little girl's abilities, the teleport ability, it's good end game if you're not already getting chased. Teleport on someone's gate, but it's kind of hard to pull off. Especially because little girl is a very good chase target for hunters because of her, you know, bad early game start. She doesn't even start with 2 pages. She literally starts with 1 page. She'll get a second one during the kite. But 2 pages? That's a bad deal. That's a bad deal. Even my thoroughless, now that we know how to use them better, are better than that. She's fine against some hunters. Like, she's going to be good against Wu Chang here, because Wu Chang early game doesn't really have an easy way to do damage from far, nor a way without presence to actually stop the survivor and slow them down. You know, with the bell, you can slow them down, and with Soul 7, you can catch up. Okay, that's nice. Why did I even use that? Oh, hold up, hold up. That's why we used it, guys! Okay, realistically, that was really bad. I forgot about the fog again! I didn't position myself for the fog. Okay, that's not a very good blink. Sorry, let me correct myself. It is a good blink. It's just not as good as it could be. Okay, well that fog was really bad. That fog was really bad because there's a wall in the way. There's a wall in the way, so that fog was literally useless. Oh my god, and there's basement here too. Damn it, man, I messed up. Honestly, I'm not used to Escapologist. I need to get used to it. Too bad, and we can't even do anything. This ability's not doing anything for me. Well, here's the thing. We could throw the fog further ahead, but it's a little bit late. It's a little bit late to throw the fog further ahead is the problem. Because if we throw it any further, then he's already going to be inside the fog. Man, can't believe I'm dying to Wu Chang over here. Do we have 2 people here? We got 2 people here. It's crazy. We got... Oh no, this is the batter. This is the batter. What a sad way to die. That's a really sad way to end the stream. Here's the thing. Even if... Guys, here's the thing. If I threw the fog further ahead, we wouldn't be able to reach the edge in time without him still being able to hit me, is the problem. I think we were screwed there regardless, honestly. I think we were just straight up screwed there. Our ability just won't be able to help us anymore. Yeah. And it's not like we could use it sooner because we already just used it. The only really thing I'm thinking about is I wasn't planning for the fog. Again, for like the last time, I need to remember about the fog. I just keep forgetting about it. If I wasn't streaming, maybe I would remember about it a little bit better. I just keep forgetting about it. It's such a sad way to die. I should not be dying to Wu Chang. It's just we didn't have anything. Like, he got us. He got us in a checkmate position. He did really good. I'm gonna give it to Wu Chang. He got us in a checkmate position. There was nothing we could do in that kind of situation. Why did he run away from the pallet? You can't break it. He couldn't break the pallet. Why did Snapple run away from the pallet? Okay, why is he swinging though? That's not a hit. Okay, now he's messing up. But yeah, he got us in a checkmate position there because he vaults the window, he swaps positions, he'll break the pallet really fast, and my ability doesn't give me speed. Ooh, that was really good. My ability doesn't give me speed, my ability doesn't stun the hunter. My ability is only good if we already have space from the hunter. So I'm just thinking, the only way we could really improve, the only way we could really fix that kite was if I was more prepared for the fog and we teleport towards the window at Shack, so that we're not forced to use the fog immediately, and that way maybe we'd be able to have it set up and then we'd be able to use it later on when his umbrella's up. Maybe we'd give ourselves time to leave Shack. Really, the move there was as exactly Escapologist. You gotta leave Shack, because once he does what he did there, our ability doesn't do anything. Ooh, really good. Good stuff. Good, man. This really good batter here. He's doing exactly the right stuff here. Oh, man. He knows Wu Cheng's hitbox. Why Wu Cheng has such a bad hitbox? Okay, he did end up hitting there. But it's so bad to the point where you can honestly let Doctor get close like that. Because their attack is like so slow that by the time it even starts, you're already vaulting in time. If the pallet's already around the corner, he might not hit you. It depends on the pallet at that point, but like this area, you can really be patient with Wai Wu Cheng. He's still going. Okay, now, oh wait, he dodged the bell. Maybe he has his flywheel ready. I'm pretty sure he does have his flywheel ready. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Maybe he didn't. It's a pretty long cooldown. Well, at least we tied, but, you know, tying against Wu Cheng is not that good. It's literally Wu Cheng. I guess I should have just left Shack sooner, because I should realize that with my survivor, with my ability there, we're not going to have anything against that. Yeah. That's good to know for next time, I guess. I don't know how much we're going to be playing for next time, but it's good to know for Escapologist, whoever in that spot again. Side stream, you know, we had a lot of bad rounds too, though. It's just something we can't prevent. I don't know how good Snapple is either. Like, if I were to compare Green to Snapple, I know I was winning a lot more back then, for sure, because Green, even though I wasn't always having a third or fourth person, just me and Green, we were consistently winning so many of our matches. Because we know how to kite, like escape kite, dungeon kite. And so a lot of games we were able to turn around. I mean, I don't know. Because I know Snapple is not like playing at like literally as competitive as Green. Like Green out here, he's really good. I know Green for a fact is really good. Snapple, he's a lot better than a random, but I don't know if he's doing like any mistakes. I don't know if there's like any cipher routes, like any rotation, game sense. Who knows? Maybe there were like a game in there. Maybe there were multiple games where he did. I don't know. Anyway, let's do one hunter match. Play Blood Queen. I'm not playing Blood Queen. Oh, someone's not readying up because they know my profile picture. I wish I could be making this stuff up. I know it sounds really dumb. Like, oh, how do you know that's the reason? I get match dodges way too often for that to not be the reason. I get these dodges way too often. I swear, man, these people be memorizing my profile picture. Alright, what should we be? Wow. No one really plays Seer that well. We don't have to ban Seer. I'll ban Priestess just so we don't get some nonsense like Priestess portaling to an Exegate or something like Like your coward Blood Queen is the best one in the game. Listen, I'm just not that good at Blood Queen. Even if they go at bad Blood Queen survivors here, I wouldn't trust myself. I don't regularly play Hunter, let alone Blood Queen. It would be pretty good here. Bam, hula boo. I've seen some tricks with Goman recently that I want to try out. Oh, it will be so vile. It will be so vile if I get to pull it off. I don't know if I'll be able to. So, do you prefer Blood Queen with Blink Patroller? There is no such thing as preference. It depends on the survivors. If you take Patroller against First Officer and you want to kill First Officer for whatever reason, that is undeniably better than Blink. There's no preference there. It is undeniably better. It's not an opinion at that point. It depends on the survivors. It's not really an opinion. It just depends on the survivor comp and depends on the map a little bit, but not really. It's mostly on the survivor comp. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion when like both are just as good as the other. Okay, he connected the cipher. Hello. Journalist is not a great chase target for Goman. I guess we could try. Okay. Oh, we're not going through the wall. Oh, that was a mistake. Almost hit her. So you can do something like this. And that way we go through the pallet. Look at that. You go through the pallet if you put the cage close enough to the wall. Look at that beautiful stuff. Oh, I should have went around that. I forgot little bro dropped that. So it takes longer to break. I guess I'll take it. You know, Journalist is decent against Goman, though I could have played that better. These guys are... Oh no, he did get off the server. I was about to say, these guys are fearless. Maybe bait him to get off. No, he's not falling for it. Maybe we can get it over half. No, I messed up. Oh wait, did we mess up? I think he still had to break it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he still had to break it, honestly. So close. So close to after half. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, he's even dropping pallets. Okay, I just need enough energy to be able to wall again. I'll hit you then. Okay, I'll take the free hit, I guess. Heck? What the heck are you doing, man? You know what? He's giving a really easy down. And it's also on the Cypher machine. I don't know if this is going to be worth it, though. I guess we'll see if this is going to be worth it. Oh, no! No! Oh, I messed up. I don't know why I thought it pauses while picking up. I forgot. Okay, nice. We still have a flywheel. Cool. More flywheels, the better. I don't know why I thought it paused. It pauses when you break a pallet. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. What? When does it pause again? It does pause at some points. I forgot when. Okay, I really wanted the prisoner and not the embalmer because obviously embalmer's just gonna do that. And we also have to chase Novelist? Man, this is awful for Boatman. Okay. Oh, there she is! There she is! Get her, boys! Did we get her? Oh, we did. We did get her. No! That is so lucky. That is 100% luck right there. What is that? Come on. Okay, that watch doesn't do anything. Hold up. Surprise on the Novelist. Okay, stop that. We'll pick him up in a sec. We'll pick him up in a sec, guys. Okay. It's probably connecting the middle, yeah. Can't stop. I might have to stop that cipher, though. Yeah, we can't really go after him. We have to stop these other ciphers. Hope this is not gonna bite me in the butt. Okay, they'll probably connect to that cipher next, and we're just gonna be right there to destroy it again. As long as we can protect these two ciphers, we're fine. These are the important ciphers. Forget shore, we can't protect that. It's really just these ciphers. It doesn't matter how many ciphers, how many 4 ciphers they pop. They need to pop 5. If they can't pop 5, then it doesn't matter how fast they pop the other 4. That's the goal right now. That's the mindset. I'll leave you. You already used your self-heal. And yeah, that guy is not picking himself up. Why were 3 people there? I don't know why 3 people were there in that moment of the game, but thankfully they were coming to us because of that cipher. The cipher layout with bad corner and then big rock and then middle meant that we could let the journalists go. It's really risky though. I really shouldn't have done that, but with the cipher layout, it makes it more doable. And if they want to heal, they would have to spend quite a bit of time healing. Okay, let's do one more match. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that journalist kind of exposed herself. That was on the journalist. She was like, "Come over here, come get me." She was literally out of it. She got a really good item out of a chest though. I guess what other items would have been good there? Magician Illusion would have been fine. But we probably would still be able to kill her because without any palace, Magician Illusion by itself doesn't do anything. Without any speed boost either, Magician Illusion is a lot worse too. That's why Magician is so good, but Illusion itself is not that good. Because they kept buffing Magician with Illusion, but not the Illusion itself. Looks like he has an addiction to other matches. Should we ban Knight? I think let's ban Knight. We're gonna play Go-Man. I already know I want to play Go-Man again. I forgot to change the graphics. Still on low quality. He gets more levels than what the game has. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm really low. The level's like 300 right now. That's the max level. I'm at 200 something. What level am I again? 227. The max level is like 350 nowadays, I think. I just realized if I rank right now, I could get Psyche. That's horrifying. Well, are you like within the range of Sabretooth? What's the survivor equivalent of Sabretooth? Mammoth, I think, right? Are you Mammoth / Elk / what's above Mammoth? Griffin? Griffin. 5 tiers within my tier, and you could match with me. Though honestly, if you match. Technically, even a worker bee could match me because the worker bee could be matched with a hound, and that hound could be matched with an elk, and that elk could be matched with a mammoth. And if I match with the mammoth and the rest are all in a 4 squad, then I could match with the worker bee. Do I not have cipher block? Oh, I see. It blocked that cipher. Interesting. Okay, because Forrest didn't spawn, so I know someone spawns here. Who's here? Oh god. I'll take the free hit. Look at that hitbox. Hitbox moment. I don't know if we really want to chase him. Do I really want to chase a batter? Ooh, he shouldn't have ulted that. No. Hold up. Okay. I have to be careful here. Okay, that was actually a fine cage because he can't really use the pallet either. So, I guess it was okay, but it could have been better. So a basement, which is pretty nice. I'll always take a basement. 50-50's chance. Man, I feel bad for the batter because this is how I felt last game against that Wuchen. Like, it's a 50-50. Come on. So keep an eye here. Gotta keep an eye on the batter. No one's touching his chair? Okay. He's still decoding it. It's perfume. I didn't even realize this is a perfumer. That was a bad idea. I'm about to be full on cages though, so I may as well use it. I want to... No, he actually got rid of my cage. Oh wait, the cage is still up. Never mind. Okay, that's really interesting. Cage is still left up. It's just like Ripper. He still keeps his invisibility, which honestly makes no sense, but it is what it is. Do I really want to chase Acrobat? Do I really want to chase Perfumer, though? We could get the surprise edge on the Perfumer, though. Oh, she's not even here. Damn. Come on, hurry up! Oh, that was bad. We have to use a blink now. Yeah, we're not even gonna make it. Got a flywheel? Hold up a second. Free hits? Free hits galore. That's gonna cost you. You don't really have to focus on any specific survivor as long as we're doing damage here. Although this server's about to pop though is the issue. Oh, he's right there. I literally saw his white skin last second. Let's try to blink him, ideally. Oh, we need to stop Birdcage though. Yeah, this... I really should have let the Cypher go, because we're not going to be able to protect the Prime Cypher. Let's go after it. We're not going to be able to protect that Prime Cypher. Perfumer anyway can't decode. She has to go rescue. And we also get basement this way. What is Prisoner going to do against Goman? It's a pretty easy kill if he stays here. They're going to pop it. It is what it is. We're going to let it go. And we're going to protect this now. Let him come to us. That's the key. Although he could just do bad corner next. I have a feeling that this is kind of our last stand here. We can't really swap targets after this. Oh no, I shouldn't have hit her, because now she's going to rescue before half. Oh no, never mind. Okay, it was alright. That was fine. He is working on bad corner, I was right. Alright. You can't travel through that, because we're in basement. The sound effects, man, the sound effects. And he's not going to be able to pop that Cypher in time. It's a fresh Cypher. I'm assuming it's a fresh Cypher. He got off of it. It's a fresh Cypher. Yeah, we're going to have 3 basement kills this game. Can we get a 4th in here? Let's see. Can we get a 4th? Is that him, or was that a piece of dust on my screen? No, I don't think that's him. You know what, let's check. We may as well, right? I don't think he's gonna be here, though. If he's gonna be somewhere, he's gonna be on the other side of the map. Oh no, I have tonight's right here in the center of the map. Where exactly? Okay, it's hard to say. You guys can't travel through that. We're in basement. And part 2, if you can't travel through that. We got 4 basement kills. Kind of, well, mostly because Acrobat went for it, but here we go. Alright, guys. Is Goman harder to play than Hula Baloo? I would say yes, but I think Goman is better than Hula Baloo. You know, he just has such good control, map control. It's an ability that not only stops kiting, but also is very good at traveling at the exact same time. It's also very confusing when you're playing as Survivor. You know, even top Survivors, it's very confusing trying to tell what you can and can't go through with the cages. Alright, guys. We're going to call it here. Fun hunter session. 200 games. Let's see if we can get anything from our essences here. Skip the roll animation. Cool. We got 2. Yeah, I love the design of Goman. Goman is such a coolly designed hunter. I love it. I like it just as much as my watch. He's so stupid. He's so stupidly broken. It's not funny. And I love how they nerfed something about him just to buff his full presence. Like, they gave him an extra 0.1 faster speed on full presence. Or was it, I think it used to be 1.9 fast, like, speed for full presence. Now it's 2.1. What? It's 1.8. I don't remember what it used to be. But man, they actually increased the speed at gaining cages for full presence because they nerfed something else. And I know the game is all about, like, full presence doesn't mean a lot. Because you have to be good early game, or otherwise your full presence doesn't matter. But he's still good early game, so that's why I don't understand that buff. It just makes him even better later game. But I think he's still pretty good at early game, you know. All they did was cut his cages down by 2 seconds since he released. You know, 2 seconds is a lot, I guess, but 9 seconds is also still a lot, you know. And he has 9 seconds right now. Seki, how did you learn to put down the cages? You just got to get used to what 9 meters is, what 12 meters is, what's 15 meters is. It's just practice, just getting used to how far away, you know, the sizes of the cages are. You know, I get an idea from how far away the Survivor is from me, what size cage I need to use. But when I first started going, there was a lot of times where I made a cage too small, or I made a cage too big, so I wasn't right next to them when I teleported on the edge of the cage. You know, I made it too big, so that way they're more in the center, and then I appear at the edge of the cage, and that's useless because then they just keep running it in the center. Or if you make it too small, then obviously they're gonna be outside the cage, and that's not good. But there's also like other small things you can do with Goman. Like if there's not enough space for you to teleport on one side of the cage, the game will actually force you on the opposite side of the wall. And I did it one time on the lakeside match. I don't think it was that impressive. But it might have confused her, and maybe that was enough to survive. I mean, not survive, to kill her. I'm the hunter now, I'm not the survivor. So, it can really be done on any wall. You'll see right here. Here's a pretty cool example. As long as you hug the wall, right, like this, give yourself enough space to teleport through. Did I mess it up? Don't look at that. Give yourself enough space to the point where you... Hello? Maybe I'm being too greedy. Like this. And then we go out and we're past the window. You see that? But also, look, you can't vault the window. This blue dust over here, this blue stuff, that means you cannot vault the window. So, for those who are wondering why that happens, basically, the game understands that when you vault something, you put yourself in an animation And so they're worried that that animation might put you through the cage. So if the game detects that the animation will put you through the cage, like here's a good example, it will actually prevent you from vaulting it. So see, the cage is directly on top of the window. So normally, as a survivor, you'd be able to like touch the edge here and it would let you vault. But because the game detects you to leave the cage, it prevents you from vaulting. But you can also use it to your advantage, and even when you really, like, if I had to be honest, I would say this is enough space, but to the game, this is not enough space. So the game blocks it off, and because the game doesn't think there's enough space, it also then puts you on the other side of the window. So there's like a cat meowing outside my door. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear him? Mikush wants to come in. Let's let Mikush in. It's been a while. Mikush! 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 Mikush is back! Mikush! He's here! Exactly a year ago. It was exactly a year ago where he was a baby. Look at him now. He's a big boy! He's a big boy, he's a big tiger. Keep the paw away from my face, please. He's not declawed, he has claws. Look at him, he's a big boy. Mikush! He always responds when you say Mikush to him. He's a good boy. And he doesn't bite like our other cat. He likes to be held. He likes to be pet. He'll come to you just to get pet. He's a good boy. He's not a wild animal. He's not a man. He's a male, but he's not a man. He just likes to get pet. He's a good boy. Right, Mikush? Right, Mikush? Mikush, no, Mikush. He's a good boy. Right, Mikush? Mikush. Every time I say Mikush, I always gotta say Mikush. You know, that's what he listens to. Mikush. Okay, I think he wants to leave. Do you want to leave, Mikush? He's a big boy. Look at him. Look at that booty. Alright, we're gonna let him free. Oh, and he's got such a puffy tail. No, come back here. Look at his tail. He's got like a fox tail. His tail is so puffy. Look at that tail. His tail was not like this when he was a baby. It was like a regular cat tail. Look at it. Look at it. Alright, we're gonna go. Say bye, Mikush. Bye, Mikush. Okay, he doesn't actually want to leave. He does want to stay in the room. Just, I don't want him crawling and everything. Alright, that's Mikush. Finally, the long-awaited return of Mikush. Is he asking to come back in? Mikush, he's such a... Anyway, as I was saying, the game doesn't think this is enough space to vault, so it prevents survivors from vaulting, but it also is just enough space for you to go in and out, and then back out the other side and just ignore the window. So if you're really fast with it, if the survivor, I don't know, like drops a pallet right in front of your face. Let's see if this bot will hopefully not shoot me and drops a pallet. Then you could do, if you're really fast and you're good, then you could do something like this, in, out, and you could be on the other side of the pallet. So it's a really cool trick, and it's, you know, it's perfectly fair and balanced, you know. Perfectly fair and balanced. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. Go Man out here interrupting our cat time. Come on, Go Man. Seki family rank stream? I did have my brother on a stream one time, but he didn't want to show his face. Too bad, because he was all about showing his face like a year before that. He was like, I'm gonna do math faces like this. Then he changed his mind when it actually came to it. Not the body slaps like he's truly dead. You gotta always hit them in the booty. You know what's up once. You always smack them in the booty. Alright guys, but that's it. bring Mikush more often. It's just because the door was open. Honestly, I don't know how he ended up here. We don't allow him in the basement because he ruins the couch furniture. Couch furniture. Why is there I-95 in my couch? Mikush. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Rare appearance of Mikush. That's him a year later, guys. He used to be a baby. He was like this. When I first had him, he was crawling on my shoulder like this. He was really just like a little fluff ball sitting on my shoulder. Now he covers my whole body right here. Like, dude, my whole chest gets covered by this cat. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. I think Escapologist is a lot better than I gave him credit for. And I guess I'll keep trying him out, keep learning him, keep trying to figure stuff out with him, and I'll get used to the fog ability eventually. I just gotta remember about it, because there were multiple times today where we could have had better use out of the fog, and I just completely forgot about it. And then I'm teleporting like into a wall or something like that. I just wasn't prepared for it. Anyway, we're gonna call the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me live. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to join more streams just like this every Monday and Thursday, 20 to 22 EST, or 8 to 10 EST if you don't use military time zone. And yeah, guys. Also, we do bonus streams every once in a while because I'm streaming this on Saturday. Today's not a Thursday or a Monday, but we'll see, guys. With that being said, join the Discord if you haven't. Like the stream if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new around here. And guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you later. Take care. This has been Saki. Peace out. Is my microphone picking this up? Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.